We go. Hey everyone, my name is Dr. Jen O Sullivan. I'm a board certified doctor of naturopathy. I spoke to a doctor earlier this week who is a DO, a doctor of basically a functional medicine doctor is the easiest way to put it. And he was like, what do you know? So they don't know naturopathy, naturopathy. We deal in natural sciences. So when you get into understanding your aging process and trying to understand how we age, and why we're aging so rapidly and why so many people have so many degenerative diseases. But not only that, we're dealing with issues that are immune system issues and just all sorts of functional problems. When we learn about things like amino acids and peptides, it gets really exciting because that changes the understanding of how your body works. So I'm going to jump right in here, share my screen. Part of the benefit or the drive in my own practice is how to help people live longer, but also live well, right? We don't want to get into a situation where we're living long and not being able to live well, right? We don't want to feel terrible. So when we look at the aging process and just understanding that as we age, our stem cells, they mutate, they go dormant, they cause wrinkles, gray hairs, like body aches, like all these organ challenges. And the basics of how we heal is having healthy stem cells. The problem is that by the age of 30, your stem cells decline by 60%. That's a pretty large number. You might not feel it at 30, but you definitely start rapidly declining at 30. So then by the age of 60, your healthy stem cells in your body decline by 90%. So this is why we have this crazy, snowball effect. So I want you to think back to when you were in your 20s, even your 30s, right? What would it feel like for you now if you had active, healthy new stem cells like when you were young? So again, we want to live long, live well. And I'm going to introduce a product to you that is patented. And why it's important for you to see the patent is because patents are very difficult to get, and they have to prove their efficacy. You can't just file a patent and get one. You have to prove that this is in fact something new that nobody else has and that it does what it says it does. So what is this doing? Well, the test that they used here was a double-blind test published in the Internal Medicine Research Open Journal. It showed a significant increase in copper peptide concentrations in the blood of subjects who'd worn the X39 patches for only a week. So that gets into this kind of interesting thing of understanding peptides and what are peptides and how amino acids work. But first, I want to just share with you something real quick about the stem cell industry, because when we think about the stem cell industry, a lot of you understand what the stem cell industry is, and it's invasive. It's not FDA approved. It's not regulated. Doctors are basically treating at the risk of losing their license and their practice or going to jail. And stem cell therapy has only a 30% proliferation rate. That means that reproducing healthy stem cells, but only in one localized spot. And that all rides on if it actually works. And typically to get it to work, you have to have 3 treatments, which is extremely expensive. So when we start to then look at X39, it's clinically proven to increase that copper peptide, the GHKCU copper peptide. And the following benefits have been proven over and over again. And there's so many different studies that you can look at online by Dr. Lauren Picard. Tons of things. One thing to understand about when you have an increase of copper peptide is that you have a 2100%, not a 30%, but a 2100% stem cell proliferation rate systemically, all over your body, head to toe. It's going to reduce inflammation and pain, help with muscle and bone density, improve strength and stamina, increase collagen and elastin, increases your hair growth and thickness. It improves wound healing and scars. It improves memory and clarity. It eases anxiety and aggression. This is a short list, by the way. So again, if you start getting into the study of this copper peptide, it gets pretty fascinating. So let's dive in real quick to amino acids. Now, just to understand basics of this, people will call them the building blocks of our proteins, right? They're the essential things that we need for the structure and function of our cells, our tissues, organs in the body, right? This is why they're so important, is because they dictate practically everything health-wise. Peptides specifically, so what came first, the chicken or the egg, right? So peptides are made up of a string of amino acids. So that can be anywhere from 2 to 50 different amino acids. And so that's why you'll hear things like dipeptide, that would be 2, or tripeptide, that would be 3. So in the case of X39, it's a tripeptide. It's a copper-bound tripeptide of glycine, histidine, and lysine, and it's called GHKCU. Now, this is a little bit of a real important slide for you to take a picture of, because I want you to get a clear understanding of what these 3 specific amino acids in the body do. And this is human. What I mean by that is you can't get this mix. You can, but it won't do the same thing unless it's human, unless your body makes it. So glycine supports muscle building, joint repair, collagen building. It reduces inflammation, protects the liver and the heart. It improves metabolism and digestion. It supports improved sleep quality. Glycine is vital in glutathione production for detoxification. Okay, so when you have a deficiency in glycine, you have fatigue, seizures, breathing issues, and weak muscle tone. Okay, histidine supports growth, tissue repair, makes blood cells, protects nerve cells. It's used to make histamine. Histamine supports immune function, digestion, and improved sleep. Okay, these are all important. And when you are deficient in histidine, you have anemia, slow wound healing, poor cognition and memory, and arthritis. Okay, lysine is another really important amino acid, and it supports calcium absorption, collagen production, hormone production, energy and immune system health, and it helps block cortisol. Okay, so a lot of you guys are like, oh, I need all these. Yes, you do. And the deficiency, when you have a deficiency in lysine, you have fatigue, agitation, anemia, nausea, loss of appetite, fat absorption issues like for your diet. So to understand, basically, GHKCU is so important as it pertains to your body, so human GHKCU. So that's where I want you just to consider why the benefits of X39 are so important, because remember, it's clinically proven to increase GHKCU. So let's just get into phototherapy here for just a quick second. Great example of phototherapy is the sun, right? Your body produces vitamin D on its own when your skin is exposed to sunlight. And that is human vitamin D, right? Not the stuff that you get at Costco or wherever. And it's the same with the X39 patch. So I just want to kind of help you understand here, if you get into X39 patching and how this all works, basically it's advanced technology. It uses your infrared light. It reflects the specific wavelength from a crystal lattice. So I'm going to stop the share here to show you. There's a patch right here. And what it's doing is it's reflecting off of the crystals that are in here. The crystals are made out of organic salts and sugars, and it's reflecting back onto the dermis of your skin. So what that's doing is it's triggering your body to produce human peptide production, which is a big deal. So getting into this patch, then understanding it is an FDA recognized and compliant general wellness product. It's a class 1 medical device. It's non-transdermal. Like I said, it's made out of amino acids, salts, and sugars. Just telling you a little bit in that crystal lattice there. It's medical grade plastic, fully encased. So nothing is going into your body. That's what non-transdermal means. It's your own light. Hypoallergenic adhesive. It's 96% effective. And usually when we look at the 4% that it's not working on, it's because of human error. They're doing something wrong in how they're wearing it or what they're doing to help it work. Very affordable. Instead of paying $5,000, $15,000, $25,000 for like a stem cell therapy treatment, which this is not stem cell therapy treatment, right? This is completely different. This is your body making it on its own. And it's only $99 a month. So I don't, it's also a 30-day money get back guarantee. Anybody that says I can't afford it, I sort of laugh, because I know you can find $99 somewhere, because you're going to be cutting out a bunch of other things. I've been able to cut out $400 worth of supplements. I still take normal supplements, but I was taking a ton of hormone supplements and joint pain supplements and collagen supplements, and I don't have to take that anymore. So really we can, work with you on that to help you understand that this is not expensive at all. And it's patented. No product in the world does what X39 does. So you're going to wear this either behind your neck or below your belly button or anywhere that you need extra support. You're going to wear it for 12 hours on and 12 hours off. I know a lot of people get into this understanding of like, oh, we can wear it whenever and we can like double up. It doesn't work that way, okay? So when you truly understand the science and when you join into my group, at least, I give you the most training you'll ever get and understanding of how this works and why all these shortcuts and workarounds actually will halt or diminish your results. So we want to just do what has been studied and proven to work effectively, which is 12 hours on, 12 hours off. You repeat the next day with a new patch and you drink plenty of water and electrolytes. I want you to write down everything you want this to help. We actually have a health tracker that you'll get when you get your welcome package with everything for our group at least. And everyone is different. You have to remember that. And so I want you to take note of your specific issues. Your patches are going to go to work where you need it, not where you want it to work. So sometimes internal things happen first, and exhaustion is normal. Remember, it's repairing. Healthy stem cells, having an abundance of healthy stem cells helps repair. So if you feel tired, you know it's working. And so just know that's a typical detox in the beginning and that'll pass. You're going to commit to 6 to 12 months. I usually recommend people to get normal checkups, and that's not a problem. So just consider that. But we also maybe want to pair it with a couple different ones. So there's different patches. We don't like to get into too many patches at the beginning. We want to always start with the X39. And we often pair X39 with Eon, especially if you have a lot of inflammation or stress. So if inflammation and stress is your main thing, we're going to wear both. We're going to wear X39 behind your neck or below your belly button with the Eon patch, either behind your neck or below your belly button. I'm wearing the X49 patch, which is another great patch to pair this with. I have all three of these on right now. So what the X49 is doing is it's gonna, you can do bone health, you can, with EMF support. You can see the long list here. There's actually a huge longer list on patchedu.com, but I have the Eon patch here on my hand. I have the X39 behind my neck and the X49 below my belly button. So there's plenty of ways to wear these and figure out what's going to work best. But that's the general basis of this. So again, if you're looking for bone and muscle support or help with EMF or help with stress and inflammation, those are the three patches that are the most commonly used. Typically, I would say start with X39 and one other. So maybe it's X39 and X49 or X39 and Eon. And after about a month, you can start adding other patches. And you can get up to wearing 3 or 4 different patches during any 12-hour period, which means you have a daytime 12-hour period and a nighttime 12-hour period. So it's pretty cool. Now, I want you to know how to enroll. And this is it. We are barreling down the end of this presentation. You are going to get the enrollment link from the person who shared this with you. You're going to make sure that it says their name at the top. So when you go in, you look and make sure, you are shopping with, and it should say your friend's name. You're going to click join, not shop. You're going to click join. And the reason for that is you get better discounts under the join button. You're going to select one of the starter packages. Most people start at silver, gold, or diamond. Those are packages that are the most commonly purchased. There are other packages, but silver is going to start your discounts, and then you would upgrade to gold or upgrade to diamond. You would actually upgrade through to diamond. There's a platinum package too, but we won't get into that. Like I said, most people start at silver or gold or diamond, and again, just depending on your needs. And again, the better discounts come with the larger packages, and you're going to go step by step through the steps. You're going to then review your order. There is a review section. It's kind of annoying because it looks like you've placed your order, but you haven't. You have to review your order, and then you hit the submit button. You will know that you've successfully enrolled when you get a final page with your member number on it. It will say, congratulations, and here's your member number. You will also get several emails from LifeWave. So it's important to check that you have those emails and that you got that final confirmation page with your member number. It's also wise to contact your enroller to confirm that you are signed up. I've had many people sign up and not actually sign up, thinking they've signed up, and then contact me a couple weeks later saying, I've not gotten my patches. And I look and I'm like, I don't see that you've enrolled. Or they've enrolled under someone else because they didn't check the number, and now they're stuck where they're at. So it's real important to make sure that you connect with your enroller. But I want you to think real quick what's important to you. Is health freedom important to you? Financial freedom, time freedom? I will tell you right now, I look at sick people, right? People who are not feeling well. Nothing matters. When you are sick, it doesn't even matter. Like if you're financially free, you could have all the money in the world. But if you're sick, you have no time freedom and you don't care about financial freedom. Okay. But the same is true for a lot of these. If you are financially strapped, it can cause so much stress in your life and cause a problem with time freedom and health freedom, right? You may have a ton of time on your hands, but that might mean that because you can't work anymore because you have no health and you have no finance, So you want all three of these. These are three very important things. And I want you just to think this image through real quick. So many people are so close to figuring out exactly what they need to be doing in this world to find their diamonds. And so many of you give up centimeters away from your dream. And I just want you to think that through and don't give up.